Hi guys, we're talking about the Math Accuplacer test number 2 here, okay? So we talked about test number 1 before, so you can get back to our YouTube channel, Prof. Komlavi Math for Fun, okay? So that you can, do some exercises there. So now question number 1 here. Which of the following expressions is 5 times as much as the sum of R and S, okay? Possible answers, A, 5 times R plus S, B, 5 plus R plus S, C, R plus S times 5, D, R in parentheses, R plus S in parentheses times 5, okay? We can already see that some of the answers look alike. So for example, this one, A and C, the look alike, the only difference is that one is the invert of the other one, in order. And then also D as well, but D has parentheses around R and S. So in this case, so we want to find out what's the correct answer. So we're talking about times and then we're talking about S. So already when we look at the answers here, we can tell that B cannot be the answer because it's all plus in there. Now, so this means what? Since we have multiplication and then we have addition, that means you're going to have an order. That's why we have to use the order of operations. All right? And then order of operations says what? That's Pendham's rule. Parentheses, exponent. Multiplication, division, addition. Of course, we have, an exception of the rule. Okay? Between division and multiplication, whichever comes first, that's the one that you do first. Also, between addition and subtraction, whichever comes first, that's what you do first from the left. All right, so let's go first. So now what we can do is let's pick out numbers like R and S and then see if we're going to get the answers for these over here. So let's say that R is equal to 1 and then S is equal to 2. Okay, so if we take A, all right, so if we take A and then we said for A we have 5 times, okay, R plus S. So that means 1 plus 2. Now, if you follow order of operations, that tells you you're going to have to multiply these two first. So which is 5 times 1 is 5, and then you bring down the 2. 5 plus 2 is going to give us what? 7. So that's what we get for the first answer here, positive 7, okay? Now, if we continue, the rest is here. So let me just keep this one on the side. So we take B here, so that'll give us what? 5 plus R is what? R is 1 plus 2. So this one is straight addition, right? So it's 5 plus 1, which is 6, and 6 plus 2, which is 8. So we all know how to do that. Okay? So that's no problem. Now let's go. For C, we have R plus S times 5. So what is R is 1 plus 2 times 5. So following the order operation, which one do? We can never, ever, ladies and gentlemen, add these two together first. Following order of operations, we got to multiply first. So that means 2 by 10, 5 is what? 10. And then we add 1 to it, which is 11. Okay? And then last but not least, so we're going to make some space here. For D, we have R plus 2, so that is 1 plus 2, all right, times 5. So for that also, we go inside the parentheses, work it out. So it's 1 plus 2, which is 3, and then 3 we multiply 5, right? So it's 1 plus 2 first, and then we can multiply 3 by 5, which is what? 15. So we end up with 15, so we have 7, 8, 11, 15. So as you guys can see, all of them different, even though they might look alike. Some of them, A, B, for example, C, sorry, and then D, for example, they look alike, but they're not the same at all. They give you different answers. So which one is going to be our answer here? So let's go for it. So we're talking about 5 times, so there got to be a multiplication somewhere. 5 times, then the sum of R and S. So now, as you guys can see, we put R plus S in parentheses. So that is talking to us about the sum of R and S. That is in parentheses. So we put that separately, and then we multiply by 5. So that looks like this one, but this one does not have parentheses, so we cannot apply for that. So definitely D is your final answer. All right? And also, as you guys can see, for A also, There's no parentheses here to signify that r plus s is together. So r plus x is together. That's what you need to keep in mind, okay? So let's go for the second question.